What's up, gamers, and welcome to a brand new year of Dead by Daylight content. I hope you have all been doing well. Hope you all had a wonderful break and celebration for the new year and for Christmas, if you were offered that opportunity, and any other holidays kind of in between all of that. Those are the two that I celebrated. But today I wanted to kick the year off right with what I call the Masochist Slinger build. Now, this build was specifically brought to me by the Deathslinger mains Discord, and we were collaborating on an idea of how to make deathslinger as nerfed as possible, because sometimes people just like to disconnect. Actually, they like to disconnect quite frequently. Now, if you're wondering why there was such a long wait between my last video and this one, and why this is all it was, it's because I just had the good old decision paralysis, making it so that I couldn't really get into choosing what video I wanted to work on. So I'm now like sitting down and getting worked on this, and this will be the jumping off point for me to start working on other projects that I have in the meantime. And of course, this build of masochism starts off with Dark Arrogance, which increases the duration that we are blinded and the duration of pallet stones by 15%, but it does increase our regular vault speed. Thing is, with Deathslinger, you almost never vault because you're using windows as traps and you're always playing at a range. Then we're running Distressing, which increases our terror radius by 30%, which makes it so that people pre-run us more often. Then we have Spies from the Shadows. Now, some people say this is actually a really good information perk, but the problem with it is that when Deathslinger fires his gun, he scares all crows within a 24-meter terror radius, or 24-meter radius. Terror radius just kind of slipped in there, but you scare all crows within a 24-meter radius whenever you fire your gun with Deathslinger, and whenever these notifications pop up, they block your vision from being able to actually shoot somebody. Then we have Shadowborn. When we are blinded by any means, we gain 10% haste for 10 seconds, but because of Dark Arrogance, we are trying to encourage ourselves to get blinded, hence the masochism, but then that blindness lasts longer, not including if the survivor has add-ons to make the blind last for longer, meaning that we get basically no value out of this perk anyway, aside from a very little bit. For add-ons, we're also running the two worst add-ons that you possibly can. That would be Bayshore's Gold Tooth, which increases the Redeemer's reeling speed by 5%, basically meaning that when you strafe faster, but so does the survivor, so the survivor can get themselves caught on obstacles more easily, and the Rickety chain, which makes our chain break 33% faster, but at least we get bonus blood points for close range shots. And then just a blood point offering at the end of it, because even in the new year, we're all going to need those blood points, and I hope to see you all in some self-inflicted pain in these matches. Okay, we're into our first match on Lampkin Lane. I bet our terror radius basically covers the entire map with this build with Distressing. I know that a lot of people skip the intro, so I'm going to talk about it here, if I can, before I get into a chase. Why no PTB content? I didn't see anything worth my time talking about in the patch notes. Yeah, I could kind of sort of maybe talk about the new killer and that sort of thing, but it just wasn't really, worth my time, I felt. So I'm not going to bother with it. See, I can't see that because of the Spies in the Shadows. There we go. Already the build inflicting some damage on us here. Let's go on this way. If I can catch him pre-running. I actually get the pallet out of that, which is really nice for me. Let's go back upstairs. I guess it does give him the full loop if he wants. I'll just change targets, I guess. Somebody ran out here. What's the bars? I'm out of range. I can't hit that. I mean, I was like slightly in range, but I think like by the time that I recognized that it was not gonna be in range anyway. What up? Alright. So, a good start. Pick up. I don't hear anybody here, so should be fine for our first hook, and we'll go and break that pallet in the House of Pain as well, because I'm sure that they're going to be doing that generator later anyway. Yeah, the PTB didn't seem particularly interesting to me, and I feel like everyone's kind of already made their video on it, like, not that I'm not going to add anything new to it necessarily, it's more that I don't feel interested in waiting in several queues to try and make a lot of the same observations that have already been made. And on top of that, P2B experiences, like, oh yeah, just get the community to work with it and all that, but then I have to force the community to get things, like, you have to ask my community to get the game on P2B, which I'm sure that they would love to, but I also want to go back and record other regular gameplay footage, so, why bother? Why bother, like, putting myself through all of that, I guess, like, time sink, really, so to speak. Hit this. I think I aimed a little bit to her left there by mistake. I'm not even in chase, by the way. Crouch? No, she didn't. Okay. I think she's just lucky there. Whoa, very lucky. Holy hell. Hope I missed that one. I've aimed a little bit too far ahead of her, I think, there. Yeah. I think she's doubling back every time. Too. I won't chase this way so that she doesn't... Dude, I'm aiming too high, I think. Yeah. It was unfortunate. Yeah. Yep. There we go. Just force her to slow herself down and then take our time with it. Fake it a couple times. No, she'll probably go up here. Ah, damn. Not quite in the angle there. Unfortunately, because we're not running Warden's Keys, we don't get the faster reload either. She's gonna camp this pallet. Like a damn fool. Oh, she doesn't even... Wow, she just reads it. And then she gets the stun, and then it's a longer stun because of Dark Arrogance. We can just run her down. It's fine. Wow, what a great dodge, actually. Holy fuck. I get her, though. I'm in range of that. But game's probably over. I don't have a whole lot else to deal with here. Because of how the build's going to work out for us. Again, it is a build that is meant to not get good results whatsoever. And also with this being, like, this isn't my first game back on Deathslinger, but my first game today, as of the recording date. There is some misfortune to be had with that. This gen has some progress on it. They did just run. They're holding a check spot, though? What a weird spot to hold. I guess he's gonna, like, camp the pallet here? Yeah, he did. Went back for the pallet. What a weirdo. Okay. Sure, dude. Yeah. Do that. You do that. And then he's gonna drop the pallet here as soon as I, like, whoa at him, you know? Little whoa. And then he leaves, because I can just go around the outside here. Ah, I aim too low. My mistake. I know I can hit over these cars. You can hit over pretty much every car in the game. Be quite real with you, but... Wow, he actually ducked it. I thought he wasn't going to. But the good news is that it seems like people can actually see my aiming animation now. But not well enough. You did touch a generator. You did go into deep wounds, so no dead harm for you. We get 3 hooks. It's a good start. Very good start for me. Hello. Madam. You want to get hit? Hell yeah, you do. Thank you for the hit. You can't, like, block twice, because you lose collision on that first hit for a few seconds. Oh, piss poor shot. It was like a little micro correction that she had that fucked me up there. She's gonna take the window there? No, she's just... What? These people greed everything. Hello? What? Oh, you went into a locker with head on. Okay, sure. Ah, I was hoping I could get her with that. Blind shot, but not allowed, unfortunately. And now... Can line that up. Chain does break faster, though. Doesn't matter, I'm just the best. Take that hit. And then we reload. I just predict the shot. Ah, she dodges back, though, so that's good to know. Any survivor movement that you see, that you can predict, you can usually use to... What? That went... I swear to God that went through her. Like, some of these shots, I think are just, like, going through people for no reason whatsoever. There we go. Get it down there. But... Oh, man. What a first game. What the first game indeed. We put you on a hook over here. Not like it really matters where I put her on a hook, because if she's next to an exegate or not, you know, that's just how it is. If she's next to an exegate or not, she gets 15 seconds of endurance and 10% haste. And so she can basically not completely make cross-map distance, but she can make pretty damn close to cross-map distance with it. They all gonna leave? Probably. That'd be my assumption. Oh, I wanted a 360 on him, but I can't get that. GG's. See you later. Oh, well. First game done in less than 7 minutes, because that's just how queues are going to be until the end of time, basically. I mean, you know, we're looking at another set of 2v8 queues coming out soon, because that's what's in the PTB presently, unfortunately. In our build of pain, it has nerfed us enough for us to not be able to play the game successfully, but that's quite alright. We'll go ahead and take you right into the next game. Well, it is the Stranger Things season, so it makes sense that we get my least favorite map in the game. The Underground Complex. I know that I can get good results on this map, but I never really fully enjoy playing on Underground Complex, because it's all kind of the same shit that you normally do. Like, hold on, sorry, I'm focusing for a second there. But it's all like, oh, let me just shoot over a pallet, let me just shoot through a railing, let me just shoot over a pallet. It's just the same shit every time. I've missed the back of her hitbox there. That's my mistake. I make that. She doesn't get a fast vault from that angle. I mean, she can, but you have to... It's pretty tough to time. You have to basically run into the window for a split second. Wow, you actually almost... No, thanks for the interview, though. Oh, I almost thought I had her. We can put you up for adoption. And now Meowana. The weed is on the other foot. Or something like that. I'm not entirely... Okay. That's fair. Got her. Because you just stood there. So I'm just going to use that time to get a hit on you. Okay. They're like... They're out of it. They're out of every corner here. Chase me, deathslinger. Why don't you chase me? Pretend I go here. And we come back. Yeah, she's still in this corner. No! I thought I had her there. And then the Sable disconnects on the hook. Excellent. I am playing the worst possible build for Deathslinger, and you disconnect on hook. This, like, last game, you know, didn't do too well. I missed quite a few shots. It was a little bit rusty. Played against, like, a team that was very clearly coordinated, you know? Person really wants her flashlight blinds, holy. But yeah, very clearly coordinated squad, right? And instead... Okay, and then this game we're just all giving up, I guess. Let's just, okay. God, they're gonna see my build and they're gonna be so embarrassed. Alright, V, let's put you up on a hook at least. So that you don't, you know what, you don't have to get your DC penalty, but it would be nice if everyone left so that I could get my abandon and then just go into the next game. There's that Sable over there, I think. Yeah, there's a Sable bot. Going for that. I mean, do we really need to go through the rest of this game? I guess, like, I could just use this as, like, chill time to talk about the PTB again. Because I do get distracted pretty easily. Wasn't really able to fully divulge my thoughts and everything. Oh, yes, dead hard. I should have just taken the shot, honestly. Dead on. I just want these people to disconnect at this point, bro. That's all I want. I want to shoot through that, but... Nope, not allowed. Ah. Bummer. Bummer, dude. I don't think I'd be able to get that anyway, just because of the angle that I have, you know? Down here, why don't you? And down we go. But yeah, the PTB. There weren't any real, like, significant changes to the game. I'm gonna get stabbed in the neck here, probably. That made me interested in downloading the game over the original game anyway. And I was kind of talking about how, like, oh, I could get people in my community to contribute. I'm sure they'd be happy to and all, but it just doesn't seem like worth my time to play the PTB quite often. I'd rather do other things with my time. There's not, like, I'll see all the things and like, okay, that looks cool. I'm going to wait for it to be, you know, a real thing. Another dead hard in Lamau. Oh, the bot's gonna... Oh, and the bot has life? No, I think I just missed. Just take this. Ooh, Rickety chain, though. I can definitely feel that, holy. But you know what I mean, right? Like, oh, the PTB comes out, and then everyone's like, holy shit, the new killer is, like, so strong, and all these perks, and blah, and, like, everyone's kind of up in a tizzy about it, and then 3 weeks later, everything gets, like, tapped way back. And so, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't like making content for content's sake. I like making content because I have an idea of what the fuck I want to do with my time. That's the difference here. Like, that's the That's the difference between what I want to do versus, like what I see the PTB as, you know? I don't see the PTB as worth my time. It just looks like you are legally obligated. Oh, you have Syringe. You are legally obligated to pick you're legally obligated to pick up your content deposit here and then just make content on this because you are a content creator. I don't know. I don't really like that aspect of YouTube and all of that, but I think I'm just kind of talking in circles at this point in this game. I'm already so clocked out of it that I'm just going to go ahead into the next one, but it sure is going to be embarrassing when you see those builds in the top left corner and realize what they were playing against. Anyway, see you in the next match. Although I will briefly interrupt my pause here to ask, like, genuinely, what do survivors want? You know? Like, I'm playing the killer that I want to play. I'm playing the worst build that I possibly can on this, and they make, like, a macro mispositioning mistake. Just like how this map is a mistake because of the placements of the hooks and everything behind walls. And I still get 2 people to disconnect on me. 3 people now that it's said, okay, now I can abandon. Like, cool, awesome, good game. Great game. But genuinely, what do people want? Do they want me to just not load up the game? Like, what? Look at these builds. These were good builds. What are we doing? Anyway, I'll see you in the next match. Okay, dead Eyrie of Crows. Never mind, I didn't turn around. I was tabbed out for a second there. I didn't realize that we were, you know, on the bad one. Okay, Eyrie of Crows with Deathslinger. Arguably one of his worst maps. So we got my least favorite map. We had a really bad game on Lampkin Lane, Haddonfield, a little bit ago. And then now we're on arguably one of Deathslinger's worst maps. I think, like, there are things you can do to make it better by some technicality, but it's not like... Hello, I like being chased, thank you. It's not like gonna make the map any significantly better for you, and especially considering the build that we're running, you know. This is just how it be sometimes. Kind of around the inside. Oh, I had the read. I just aimed too freaking low. She's on this pallet still. Is this gonna drop it when I come here? Oh no, she has a loop out of this. I don't think I have a shot over this here. What? No, that blocks. Oh, dude, that's so sad. The entire bush, and I can't get stunned by the pallet because I'll get dark arrogance problems. And now she can drop it. Oh, she fakes it though. But, oh, I'm getting bloodlust now. First gen is down. Oh, but Rickety chain. And then she has a bodyguard here too. No. Okay, that's fine. Take a hit. Where are you going? You going for main? Okay, well, we'll take it down, I guess, in some ways. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way. Okay, we didn't reload. So, she's just looking behind herself for an animation that ain't coming. Need to anyway. She's red pink too. With all the umlauts over her name. Potentially European. Oh, I see. Alright, first hook down. That's a rock. Someone's throwing stones at me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but my balls, they sag heavy? Is that how the saying goes? Okay, now I'm just saying, like, some unhinged shit so that, like, if you're watching this on your phone or on your second monitor or something, I catch your attention, you're like, what the fuck did they just say? I should not be taking these shots, actually. Genuinely should not be taking these shots because of, Rickety chain. Like, shots that are gonna go through obstacles like that are not gonna do anything. Now, the thing is, though, like, the reason why taking shots and swinging like that is actually good is because the cooldown of a missed attack is 1.5 seconds. The cooldown of a stun is 2.6 seconds. So even if you miss the shot, right? Like in that case, we could have missed the shot, or break the chain on the window there. You're still going to find yourself in a position where, hold on, There's people working on this gen in Maine. I want to worry more about that. I know that that's a rock, but... Oh, hey, Sable's here. Perfect. But anyway. Working ourselves into a position where... they're held in place, so I still gain distance by hitting them with the shot, and then I can follow up with a basic attack afterwards. Okay, I'll just go fuck myself then, huh? Yeah. This is a exponential boon, so I just have to do this, and then break the boon immediately. Because if I have Sabo people on Eyrie of Crows with an exponential boon, I can't fucking bother, you know? Oh, almost had the timing right. Almost had it right. I was trying to pretend like I could see her aura through the wall there. I just barely mistimed it. I would have had her otherwise, though. I can't pick you up, actually, now, because I dropped you once, so... that won't be enough time for me to do anything. That's a person throwing a rock at me from upstairs. There's Michaela on that. There's the Lara back here. Question is, which one do I go for first? Still someone upstairs. This is the Lara up here. But they have made my life a lot more... irritating. Not difficult, just irritating. When we drop down here. Perfect. I don't need to shoot here. No reason to take the shot. Can down you. She did Sabo the hook, so we do know that that was a conspicuous action that she took. We'll make you have to mend. She's going upstairs as well, for some reason. Ah, damn. I could have had that, but I didn't. Let's just get the Lara on a hook real quick, shall we? I feel like this might be a Sabo squad, though, on Eyrie of Crows. Let's just take you out of main. Briefly. I hear Sable in there, too. So it means that the Claudette's probably working on another gen. Another one could get completed right about now. She's up there. I hear her. I know where both of them are, actually. Both these chuckle fucks are. Sable's, like, up on this corner somewhere. So we gotta look for Claudette, maybe? Somewhere? There's a crow back there. So we know that there's someone here. He's run around the full side, though. Question is, where did she run to? For that crow. Whatever. It is not a problem for me to be concerned with. I'd like Spies from the Shadows to get out of my face, though. Oh my god. Those bubbles make it so hard for me to see. If I landed that shot on that Michaela, I would have had not a problem at all. I think that might even be somebody back on main again with their exponential boon, because it's exponential Sabo on the Lara, which is very annoying, but what you gonna do? You know what would be cool? For boons, specifically. Oh, this is Claudette. Okay. What would be cool for exponential boons, or for boons just in general, is if the killer could hear them at the same radius that they are affected in. Because right now, it's like, what, 10-meter audible radius at most, maybe? At most? Anyway, I gotta go out for this hook here. On the outside. There's this person looking for her toolbox or sabotage. Up you go. They do get that one done on main, and we just gotta break this boon up here and then kill the homegirl. Did she do that boon again? No, she didn't. It's not this one again. Shattered Hope value, maybe. The reason we're not running Shattered Hope in this build, like even though it is a dogshit perk, is because it can technically get good value. I think like Shadowborn just makes it so that we're asking to be stunned and then makes the result worse anyway. Let me see if there's somebody out here. No, I think they're just going to be on very aggressively looking for hooks or unhooks and things like that, because, you know, Sabo box build and what have you. That person's all the way on the corner there already. And then throwing a rock at me there, so probably from the corner over here still. Yeah, just running around the outside of main. Distressing and making it harder for me to catch people, obviously. Hey, how's it going? Pick up. And now we gotta go and put you on a hook somewhere else. Yeah. I think they healed behind main, if I were to make any guesses, because of where all of the rest of the generators are kind of placed. I didn't really hear any progress on that one. I hear progress on this generator here. And it hasn't moved since, so... Candidate number 2 is there. Let's break this pallet in the meantime. Go back for the unhook, because it's going to happen in the next few seconds. I'm kind of a genius. I'm just going to tone this person out then. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. You know, if people want to play their annoying-ass games, then I will also play annoying. Play a little flick up there. I think she still has base kit damage, though, or endurance. Let me get just a couple more seconds here. Okay. There we go. And then we can pick up and kill you as well. Unless you have Decisive Strike, which you don't, so... Not a problem to me. Could be someone inside a shack, but we'll get a kill at least. Out of this regular game. And look at that. Even though we're playing the worst possible build on a pretty bad map for us, this rampant altruism has proven to be quite a useful tool for me. We do have kind of a 3-gen back here. I wouldn't really call it a 3-gen, so I'm just going to say it's kind of a 3-gen. And that is not regressing, so somebody's been around here tapping this. I think there's someone actually back on shack. I'm not sure if I saw them or not. Okay, I just saw a crow. Yeah, I did. Cool, 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 cool. It's the Lara. The Lara we can kill here. With this side. Oh, I could have had a shot there. Yeah, there we go. I just was timing in my head. We get that shot through the back window, so now she's damaged. Vaults out the window. And then leaves, because now she's terrified of my powers. Unfortunately, not going to get that shot from there. Just by nature of DVD stuff. Yoink. And that's 2 kills, 7 hooks for me. Not half bad, if I do say so myself. Pretty decent shot through shack, actually, to line it up. Now the question is, where are the roommates? One of them's on this pallet here. I see her toes. Wait, what? Did I not see, like, a bright red sable? Yeah, I did. I was like, I thought I saw a bright red sable, like, glove or something there for a second. And I did. Always gotta think about your, what is it? Not your add-ons. You gotta think about your cosmetics. I guess they're, like, personal add-ons in that way? What up? Alright, well, if you have Dead Harden, which you don't, because you've never been hooked, because the first time I tried to hook you, you had somebody with a Sabo box try and get you. You weren't hooked at all. I had to drop you instead and then break a boon. Alright, cool. So into basement you go. Very nice. You know, I needed a little bit of warm-up. I think that Lampkin lane game, that was my warm-up game. That's why things went so poorly. I also think that the way that this team has been playing has been helping me out quite a bit. And the fact that they gave me, like, a decently patrollable 3-gen. It's not like a strict 3-gen per se, but I never have to leave one side of the map now. For this, I should have been looking around too. I probably could have seen this person running to main on my side there. She could be in shack too. That is entirely possible. No, she went for the unhook. That's fine. Break this open too in the meantime. So we broke that generator, which... What the hell? Sometimes I feel like I aim shots correctly, and the game's like, but did you really? Did you really? Like this, I should be able to hit just fine. You know, super simple follow-up on everything. And I respect the hell out of you going for the hook save, you know, but it ain't gonna work. What she should have done there, if she wanted her best chance of survival, is to vault the pallet as I'm, like, kind of rounding it here, and then go for, like, the main window, but she didn't really. She didn't get herself there, unfortunately. She did put up her boon over here, which, again, I'm assuming is exponential. So we'll see what that is at the end of the game when we see the builds and everything, but... Seems like I'm wrapping this one up quite nicely. Sable does get the last gen done, though, and she might even run for the final door here. I could just camp the hook and get a 3k, but I'm a greedy bastard. I want all 4 of these bitches out of here. I mean, don't call them bitches. Call them ladies, I guess, but yeah, you know what I mean. Gotta get all 4 of these people out of here, if we can. They played decently well. I just happened to play a little bit meaner on the day and won it off of that. I am curious what that boon is. I do feel like it's an exponential boon. Could be Circle of Healing. I just saw her there. I don't see many people running much else. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now she doesn't have haste anymore, but I have no earthly idea where she went. Maybe a locker? Let's go pick up. Let's go pick up the Sable. We're gonna get a 3K no matter what. She's still back there, too. Interestingly enough. Hello there, Sable. Admirable attempt, admirable attempt. Up you go. And now does Michaela come back again? Wait, I just saw a hole. Can I shoot this? Hell yeah, I can. That's awesome. Cool. More things about Deathslinger that you never thought you knew before. Pretty fun. She is going for this gate. She gets out, too, because I spent like an extra second fucking around. But good games, gamers. A neat little 3K to tie things up for the new year. Got back into my stride and had to play according to the way that the survivors were playing. Which unfortunately is going to get me tunneling accusations. People are going to be so mad at me and pissed off and all of that sort of thing. But can you really blame a person when they have a build like this? Anyway, there's your builds for the end of the game. It was a Shadow Step boon. It was 2 Shadow Step boons and an Exponential boon on the Claudette. So you know what? I'm glad I got this person out the game early enough. Lara also had Balance Landing that she wanted to use on main. Brand new part and a Hacksaw. Interesting combination. Either way, thank you so much for watching the video, fellas. More things, of course, to come to the channel in the coming weeks. Big commentary video that I'm trying to, you know, while I'm here at the end of the video and just kind of rambling a bit, but I had a video that I was writing where I was talking about skill expression in Dead by Daylight, and then it gradually turned into a different video, and then I started writing the other video, but from the start. And so I'm trying to combine the 2 scripts in a way that doesn't sound like I've stitched 2 scripts together. And that's proving to be a bit difficult in the writing side of things, but I think that I'm slowly getting there with the script. I'm like almost done with the script, just need some readjustments, some recordings, and then of course some editing to do that. So that'll be out in a little bit. It'll be a very spicy topic. People are not going to be happy about it, but I think it's one that is an interesting discussion to be had anyway. With that all out of the way, thank you all so much for watching. Safe travels, and goodbye.